Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti. I am MrPhotographer.com. Yesterday, Topaz Labs updated Mask AI to version 1.3.0. This is a free update to anyone that already owns Mask AI, and I consider this to be a fairly significant update with a few new features that I want to go over in this video. Now in this video, I'm not going to go through all the fine detail and the ins and outs on how to use Mask AI because I've already done those videos. If you're interested in that, in the description below this video, I'll have a link to them. Now again, I mentioned that this is a free update to anyone that already owns Mask AI. If you don't own Mask AI, they do have a fully working free trial. I have a link to that in the description below as well. And if you do decide to purchase it, I do have a discount code where you'll save another 15%. All right, let's go over a few of these new features. I'm going to open up an image, and the first one I'm going to open up is a stock image of a little boy jumping in the air. Now, those of you not familiar with Mask AI, when you open up an image, you'll see that there's a green overlay over everything. There's three colors you have to keep in mind when you're using Mask AI. First is green. Green means you're going to keep that part of the image. And by default, we're keeping the entire image right now. Red means we're going to get rid of that part of the image. So whatever part of the image you want to get rid of, you paint in red. Blue is like a transition zone. It's an edge. And you want Mask AI to figure out where that edge is and where on one side of the edge we're getting rid of it, and on the other side we're keeping. So that's the three colors, red, green, and blue. Now, one of the new features is when you have a subject that's pretty isolated, like this little boy is jumping up in the sky. And this would be true too for you photographers who are photographing someone in the studio against a seamless paper background. This is an excellent tool to be able to clip out that background. We'll just go up to subject. And when you do that, it's going to detect the subject and automatically put the blue and the red and the green areas for you. Now, as you could see, that it did okay, but there is a bit it missed. It missed right around like under his ears or around his ears. So by default, you'll have that blue brush, and I'm going to change the size of the brush, make it smaller with the left bracket key. The right bracket key makes it larger. So all I need to do is like go right there and go like that, and that's it. It really did the mask. So now we're going to compute the mask over here on the far right, and we'll do that, and you'll see that in no time at all, it clipped the little boy out from the entire background. You can see it did a pretty good job with that. So we could replace the background. We could save it as a PNG file with that transparency intact, so we could take it into Photoshop if we want to, or you could replace the background right here in Mask AI. Again, I have videos demonstrating how to do that. Now, I'm not going to save this image because I just want to give you an overview of the new features. So I'm going to quit that, and we're going to open up another image. Those of you that watch my videos may recognize this image because I've used this image for previous videos on how to use Mask AI. The reason why I like using this image is because there's some translucent part, or translucency, is that a word? Translucency involved here. That is her veil. Her veil you should be able to see through. And with Mask AI, it makes it super easy to do that. And with this new version of Mask AI, it's even extra easy. So what you do is by default, then again, we still have this blue brush. And what we need to do is let Mask AI know where those edges are. We want to get rid of this part on the far right. So that's going to be ultimately painted red. We're going to keep her face in the bouquet, so that's going to be painted green. But this edge and actually the veil itself, we want Mask AI to try to figure out what to do with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here at this edge of her veil and click once with the mouse button. Now I could freehand to draw all the way down, but since it's a straight line, just click once up there, go to the other end, hold the Shift key down and click once again, and we just drew that straight line. Now again, we're definitely keeping her face in the bouquet. So what I'm going to do is take this blue brush, and I'm just going to come in and just go right around the edge of her face, and then edge of those flowers. And you don't have to be precise, but just precise enough where the brush is touching both, in this case, the flowers in the veil, or the flowers in her face, or her face in the veil. So like that. So we have the areas designated so far, or kind of marked off with the blue brush. Now we could come in here now and get a red brush and just paint all this red, and then get a blue brush to paint all that blue, but there's an easier way. We have this little bucket tool. Click on that, click on the red bucket tool, and you can see it has a little minus sign. That means we're getting rid of this part. And just click once over there. And because the blue is like the zone that's blocking it off, it won't go anywhere but over there. Now we need to paint all this blue. So we're going to get the blue bucket and go right there. So now we have it all kind of marked off. Red we're getting rid of. Blue, Topaz Labs Mask AI is going to think about it. And green we're definitely keeping. Now we go over here to the mask mode. Click on translucent. And then click on compute mask. And it will now compute the mask. And you could see that it did a phenomenal job. We have the veil translucent. We got rid of all that part over there on the far right. And we're, of course, kept her face in the bouquet. Now for this one, I'll show you. We'll go to background. We'll get an image. And I'm just going to put a sky image in here. I have one labeled Sky 1. And there. You could see, we could see the sky through the veil. So super easy to do. And then if you want, it gives you some sliders to, let's say, adjust the background. We can make the background lighter, let's say, and adjust contrast and so on. We could then also adjust the actual foreground, which is our bride, and we could do that as well, but I'm not going to do that here. But you get the idea. So that's the second new feature in this release of Mask AI. I'm going to just escape out of here and not save it. And I'm going to show you the third significant new feature. We're going to open up a really crappy image of a lighthouse. Okay, again, by default, everything is going to be green. We're keeping everything. In this image, I want to get rid of the sky and replace it with a different sky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of a smaller brush just because that big one's bothering me, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go over here and click on sky. And when I do that, Mask AI masked it off for me. The edges masked off. It kind of missed a part right here, I think, a little bit where this kind of little light tower is. Let's go right there. All right. All right, so that's all. We'll go over here and just click on Compute Mask. Let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. And you can see then, even here, if you look through the lighthouse, you can see through those windows, it masked through the windows just fine. So it did a pretty good job. We'll go to background and we'll go to image and we'll load an image. And I have another sky image, sky 2, and bam, replaced it. So it did a pretty good job there. And again, you could come in and readjust things and you could adjust the mask. I go over all of that in those other videos I've done. But you could see that this update, and I think you'll agree with me, it's a pretty significant update to Mask AI. And that's really what I like. One of the things I like about Topaz Labs. They come out with significant updates, and they're free updates if you already own the app. They don't try to give it a new whole number, a new name, and try to recharge you all over again or make you pay an update fee or anything like that. So again, in the description below this video, I'll have a link to videos I've done in the past on Mask AI, and I'll have links to their website. You could check it out for yourself. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.